Hi, my name's Toby Mountjoy, and I'm an Associate Director here at Autism Partnership. As you know, we've been posting quite a lot of articles lately on our WeChat group about all kinds of different behavior problems and different difficulties that parents have been facing. And today we thought it'd be really fun if we did a video for you guys. I have a question here that's been sent in by one of the families that's been reading our blog. And this is the question. My child has been asking questions repetitively before doing anything. E.g., when he's supposed to be drinking water, he will ask, "Am I drinking water? Am I drinking water?" Or if I give him something to eat, he won't eat anything until you answer his questions. So this is very time consuming, I'd imagine, like all day he's asking questions from the parents. If they refuse to answer his repetitive questions, then he will refuse to follow any kind of instructions they give him. My guess is he probably gets a little bit upset. So it sounds like it's become quite a problem, meal times and throughout the day. So I think the first thing we need to do when we're confronted with a question like this is to try to think about why the child may do the behavior that we're talking about, which is to ask those questions repetitively. It's very clear that he knows and understands the answers to those questions. So it seems like the purpose is not really to get information or to really understand more about what's happening. It sounds to me like the questions are really a little bit ritualistic, that they serve some function of just sort of completing some kind of routine that's been established. It doesn't really serve much of a function, i.e., every time I do something, I have to ask a question. Maybe there's some element of reassurance or security. I have no idea, but it doesn't seem to serve any kind of really functional, useful benefit. So I think the first thing I would think about in tackling this problem is, how do I get this child or student to be able to do some of those things without asking the questions? Now, obviously, in the moment, it's going to be very difficult. He's going to be very insistent on asking the questions. If you don't answer them, he's going to get upset and get mad. And there's been a long history, I'm assuming, of people answering those kind of questions, him getting his way and him expecting people to do that all the time. So this is quite a problem. Now, I have my assistant here with me today, the wonderful Phoebe, and she's going to be helping me to do a demonstration of the program that I probably would suggest for this student to do. So the first thing I'd have to think about is, I'm going to need to give this student some incentive or some reason why he's going to drink the water or eat the food without asking the questions. Because right now, he really, really likes it when people answer the questions. And he's going to be very, very focused on that happening. So I'm going to need to provide some kind of incentive. Now, luckily, Phoebe here, she really likes my iPad. She loves the apps on it and all of the different games on it. So I'm very lucky. I've got a pretty powerful reward here that she's interested in. And so what we're going to do is, I'm going to practice with her. I'm going to break these skills down into very small steps and make it very, very easy for her to do the things that I want her to do, which is to engage in some daily routine without asking the questions. So I have a couple of things here that Mum had mentioned, that a lot of this behavior happens at meal times. So I've got drinking water and eating some biscuits as my sort of beginning point for this skill. So I'm going to start with the water, and I would pour some water in here, just a little bit, okay? And I'm going to say to the student, this is Phoebe, she's going to pretend to be the little boy who asked the questions, okay? So I'm going to set it up so I make this very, very easy for her, okay? And I would start by saying, okay, Phoebe, we're going to be working for this today, okay? You really like this, right? Okay. I'm going to put it right here, okay? And I got a glass of water. Okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to take a tiny sip without asking questions. Okay? All right, should we try that? Okay, let's drink the water. That's very good. Did you ask a question? Were you quiet when you did it? That's very good. You can play with this now. That's very nice. Okay, that might be my first step. Now, it may be that if Phoebe is not quite sure what I mean when I say asking questions, or what does that mean when I describe that to her, I may also have to do another level of training. And that may be teaching Phoebe about what it is I want her to do first. And I might do that through discrimination training. Okay? So I'm going to show you a little bit about how we might do some discrimination training around a behavior. Okay? Okay, so we've got one piece of paper here and it says just doing it, right? Which is the behavior we want to see. That means don't ask questions, just do it. There's another piece of paper here which says asking questions, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn how to discriminate which behavior matches with which of these different kinds of situations. Okay, so I would start by giving the student the two things. Okay, so this one here means asking questions, okay? And this one here is just doing it, okay? Now Danny, our cameraman here, he's going to ask me to do some simple things, okay? And I want you to tell me whether I am just doing it or whether I'm asking questions, okay? All right, so Danny, you're going to ask me to drink the water, okay? Am I drinking? Am I drinking now? Am I drinking now? Okay, time out. Which one is it? Asking questions, right. Did I drink the water?
No.
No, what did I do?
Ask questions.
Right, I was asking questions over and over again, right? That's not so good, okay? Let's try another one, okay? Ready? Okay, Danny asked me to do it. Okay, time out. Which one is it?
Just doing it.
Right, just doing it. I just did it, right? Did I ask a question?
No.
No. Did I just do what I got asked to do?
Yes.
Right, very nice. That's just doing it. Let's try a different example, okay? Look, I got some biscuits here. I'm going to put one of these here. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Danny, ask me to eat the biscuits. Me. Am I going to eat the biscuit? Can I have the biscuit? Can I have the biscuit? Time out. Which one is it?
Asking questions.
Asking questions. You're right. Did I repeatedly ask the same question?
Yeah.
Right. Did I eat the biscuit?
No.
No, that's not so good, right? Should we watch again?
Yeah.
Okay, ask me again. Time out. Which one?
Just doing it.
Just doing it, right? That's correct. Did I ask questions?
No.
Did I ask over and over again?
No.
No, I just did it, right? That's really good. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to show me how we just do it.
Okay.
Okay? And I'll see if you can show me how we do that.
Okay.
All right? So we're going to practice
Just doing it.
just doing it. Okay, so I'm going to put the water here. Now, to help you, I got your favorite app right here, okay?
Yeah.
That's really good, okay? So, can you drink the water? Ask me.
Am I drinking it?
Oh, time out! That's not just doing it, right? What were we doing? You were
Asking questions.
asking questions. Oh, not so good. Should we try again?
Okay.
This time, let's
Just do it.
just do it. We're just going to do it, okay? You ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's drink the water. Wow, did you ask questions?
No.
No, you just did it, right? That was
Yay.
perfect. I love the way you did that. Here.
Yay.
Okay, so now the student has a much better idea about the label of the behavior, what's the right thing to do, and what's the not so good thing to do. Now, you could also practice that kind of discrimination training with lots of different times of the day or other kinds of situations where the student asks questions and they could identify whether they're doing the right or wrong thing. This would be an important step. You could watch videos, or you could do it in real time, or just reenact those kinds of situations. Okay, so now I've got that happening. I can now start to practice with other kinds of things, and I can say to my student, okay, so that's great, you're able to drink the water now. Let's try some snacks. Okay, should we just try doing it? Okay?
Okay.
That means no asking questions. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you eat the biscuit? Very good. Did you ask me questions? No. Did you just do it straight away?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Here we go. So we've now done another thing. And again, I could try doing it with other kinds of food, or I could do it during meal times. And over time, we might start to increase the amount of things that Phoebe needs to do to earn the iPad. So I might have the biscuits and the water, and maybe some other tasks. So I might say, okay, Phoebe, we're going to practice not asking questions and just doing it. Okay? All right, you ready? It's going to be more difficult now because there's going to be a few things, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's start. Can you open the water bottle for me? Nice. Did you ask questions?
No.
Good. Okay, can you pour the water in the cup? Very nice. Good. Did you ask questions?
No.
Did you just do it?
Yes.
Good. Okay, take a sip of water. Nice. Have a biscuit. Very good. Have another glass of water. Okay. Did you listen to what I said straight away?
Yes.
Did you ask questions? No, you just did it straight away. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Here. So you can see now I'm able to get her to do more things. Okay. It's still a very structured situation. It's still very practice. But I've established the behavior of her not asking the questions, doing the things straight away, which is a really big improvement on her always having to ask the same questions. She seems to also understand a lot more about what maybe be expected and unexpected behavior, which is great. So I can take this program and I could start to do it at different times of the day. I could maybe expect her to do more and more of the things that we're practicing here. We could take more daily routines and daily activities that we're going to practice in the real time, and maybe the length of time that she needs to be not answering questions could be expanded and be much longer duration. Okay, so this is the kind of approach that we would use to deal with this kind of problem. I hope that's been very, very helpful for you, and we look forward to making maybe some more videos for you in the future. If you're a parent out there and you have a question, please send them in. We'd love to hear from you and be able to give you some answers to some of your questions. Thank you very much.